What's going on, y'all? Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com.
Crystal Sykes, LadySavage.com.
And Trevor.
I am T. White.
And we got something special for y'all today. We're going to make a Meatza Pizza. Say that 3 times fast. Meatza Pizza.
Meatza Pizza.
And this is Trevor's masterpiece recipe. So you want to kind of give a little introduction what this is and why it's great?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is Meatza crust pizza made with ground bison. So a nice lean ground bison, like a 93.7. And the crust is going to be the ground bison, Parmesan cheese, and 1 egg.
Nice.
And then some seasonings in there.
And
So
just
super simple.
the ingredients alone, it's looking pretty good. You have the macros for the crust itself?
I have the macros for the crust, and I have the macros for the pepperoni mozzarella one we're gonna make today.
Nice.
Now, if you decide that you want to put on different toppings, obviously the macronutrient breakdown is gonna change.
What are the macros for just the crust? So if people wanted to have that as the base, they would know.
So 56 protein, 5 grams of total carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 2.5 grams of sugar, mainly coming just from the Rouse sauce that we're going to use today, 27 grams of fat, and 220 cholesterol.
Nice.
So that breaks down to 45% protein because it is a leaner, leaner beef, and then 4% carb and 50% fat. And then when we add the toppings on, that's where we actually increase the fat. Yep.
I'm excited. So, what's the first step, man?
First step is typically you're gonna set the oven to 450 degrees, let that heat up.
Got it.
As you do that, step 2 is gonna be mixing all your seasonings together. That's gonna be our salt, our red pepper flakes, our oregano, and our onion salt.
Nice.
You can use realistically whatever you'd like to season it with. So you can throw in garlic salt, you can throw in black pepper. As you see, we got all these options up here up front. That's typically what I would season my the crust with. Just depends on the flavor of the week.
I like it.
And
in here we have our
bison. That's right. Step 3, so after you mix these together, which we already have, step 3 would be mixing the ground bison with our egg. So we're gonna take our egg, give that a crack. We're gonna make sure this is fully incorporated. All right,
Nice.
so we'll get in there nice and deep like.
You want to wash your hands,
Goes all
step
in.
1.
My hands have already been washed.
Boom.
So we're gonna mix this in, right? So it's fully incorporated. The bison is really good to use because it's really soft compared to a ground beef. Ground beef is usually thicker, tougher. The bison lays out really nice on the pan. That's why I use the bison, and that's why I use a leaner beef also, is because when you actually cook it, the fats, if you use a fattier cut, the fats will dissipate, right? And you're gonna lose all that fat anyway.
Yeah.
And it just creates a mess in your oven, and it starts smoking, and you will set off the fire alarm. I have done that
Speak from experience.
every time.
We made a sardine crust pizza, but we never made a meatza, have we, babe?
We made chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
Chicken crust. Yeah, sardine crust would be interesting.
Yeah.
Can you show me how to make that one?
Yeah, maybe you'll like sardines if you have it that way in a pizza.
All right, so we're looking like we're almost fully incorporated here. The egg is fully incorporated. Now we're gonna add our Parmesan cheese in. So Robert, if you would do me a favor, throw that in there,
Boom.
whole thing, and now we're gonna mix that in.
I'm just here to look pretty.
You get to doctor it up, babe. You put the toppings on there.
Perfect.
So we're gonna fully incorporate this. And make sure you do this in the steps it takes, because you wanna put the egg in, fully incorporate that, and then put the powdered, the grated powdered Parmesan cheese in there.
I like it.
That way, yeah. So if you do this without the base in there, if you just do the egg without the Parmesan cheese, it becomes really sticky. And you'll notice it sticks to your hands. With the Parmesan cheese in there, it does not stick to the hand. After that is done, we are going to add our spices in. So our salt, our
You
oregano.
want to do this one? You
Oh,
just
sure.
look
I'm
forward to it.
dying to do it, yeah.
This is good help here.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You did really good there, babe.
Thank you.
Again, we are going to just mix all of the spices in now. Want to make sure that crust gets fully layered and caked in with those spices. You don't want clumps.
No
Right?
clumps
You don't want no
necessary.
clumps. This is super simple. So once this crust is fully incorporated, and we just lay it out in the pan, we're going to bake it for 10 minutes at 450. That's right, we bake it for 450. Then we get our toppings ready, which you guys have already kindly got ready here for me. And then after that 10-minute bake, or until browned, so it just depends on your oven, I guess. So I usually will go until browned, and if you like it a little bit more crispy, leave it in a little bit longer.
I like it.
So from here, I think we're pretty good. Now we're gonna grab the pan. We're gonna slap her down, and now we're gonna spread her. So you can use a spatula for this, or you can use your hand. It's pretty easy to kind of just layer out nice and thin.
Or you can use somebody else's hand
Or,
right now.
or you can use someone else's hand, because this is Robert's pizza. She is pretty much ready to throw in the oven and start baking. I think that's good. Go there.
Boom.
She is ready to throw in the oven.
Sticking it in the oven. 10 minutes.
10 minutes, fire it up.
Alright, just grabbing the whole thing. And
Just
there we
grabbing the
go.
whole beautiful. Throw her there.
So good. Sorry.
Alright, where we at with this now?
Alright, so we just we baked it at 450 for 10 minutes.
Got it?
We took it out. So if you like a crispier crust, I recommend either going 10 to 15 minutes or doing 10 minutes with a 1 minute to 2 minute broil on high. We just went with the 10 minutes here today. So now you can let it sit for a minute or so, but Robert's really hungry. We're gonna throw the toppings on there now and get her going. So we're gonna start with our sauce. We're using a Rouse tomato basil, so super low carb. We're not gonna use all of this here. We're gonna have Robert say when.
I don't need a whole lot of pizza sauce, but I like a little bit.
Same. So throw that like that.
Beautiful. That's probably good,
That's
honestly.
good there. Alright, we go edge to edge here, so leaving us not much crust. Okay, throw that there. Then we throw, our next topping on would be our mozzarella cheese. For me, it just depends on how you want to place it. This is gonna obviously spread when it gets nice and hot, so usually that's probably about
That
3
looks good to
ounces
me.
there of cheese. Then we're gonna go with some pepperoni. Kind of place those on wherever you want. You like chorizo?
I like it all, man.
So we'll go chorizo. We'll do 3 and 3. 2. Oh, we'll go underneath.
Yeah, I'm getting fancy.
I'm gonna go fancy. And then black olives. Throw a few of those on there.
And
Sprinkle
Trevor
around.
has never had anchovies.
I have never
But I've
had
told him,
anchovies.
Crystal had never had anchovies until I had her try it on her keto pizza, and now she's an anchovy fanatic. So Trevor's gonna try some anchovies today. But
So how do you
I'm
normally grab these? I've never done that. You just go right in, huh?
Let's go right in,
You
man.
go right in, and you just grab one like that. Nice little fillet.
You just get them
Yep.
petting my crust. You're gonna have trouble grabbing these anchovies.
You know, this, I'll try anything once.
Good for you.
They do stick together a little bit.
Alright, there we go. Well, that's a triple guy. Separate that one. Boom. How many you want on there, man?
I mean, I'll eat a lot of anchovies.
Right, but then just overpowers the taste of everything else.
That's a good point. We'll go mild on the anchovies for
So
this
we'll
pizza.
go one more.
One more? Sounds good.
Right there. That looks good.
Beautiful.
Kaboom. And
We
then
got
now,
broil?
yep, we got the broil set to high, so we're gonna take this pan.
Good hot?
Oh, it's actually
Nah,
cool.
it's good, yeah. And then we're gonna
Leave
throw
it
it
in
in there.
hands.
You wanna do that?
Oh, sure.
Perfect.
I have a job.
So we're gonna broil it on high for, realistically, and I usually go until it's browned. So all the toppings are browned, everything's melted and good. Could take anywhere between 1 and 3 minutes or so.
I like it.
And then that's good to go.
Ready to rock and roll.
Yep.
That was, who was that? Domino's? That wasn't Domino's. was it?
Caesar's.
Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Pizza. Pizza.
Alright, y'all. So the pizza is out of the oven. out of the broiler.
It is looking.
It looks
Amazing.
and smells amazing.
So good.
Alright, there's 3 little slivers for us all to try. Should we wait or should we just dive in? Is it gonna be hot enough?
It is definitely gonna be hot.
Hot.
Alright.
I always
Suspense
suggest
is killing
waiting
me.
probably 3 to 5 minutes to let it cool down, but Robert, like I said, is really hungry. So.
Like a steak, we're supposed to let it rest for a little bit.
But I'll let you do the honors, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be so hot. You're not gonna be able to taste it.
Especially with the cheese. When that melts
Alright,
in
I'll
your
let it-
mouth.
I'll let
you're
it
gonna,
wait a little
You're gonna
bit.
burn the top of your mouth.
Yeah, that's your piece.
That's me?
Yeah. Alright, babe, go for it.
Oh, should we cheers?
Cheers.
Oh my.
Robert's blowing it. He's blowing it.
I
You
messed
lost
up my
it.
pizza.
You lost the anchovies down there.
Oh yeah.
I'll get it.
Oh,
It's
wow,
so
that is
warm.
hot.
Alright. Oh. We'll wait.
Suspense is killing me.
Let's do it.
Eat it.
do
Alright,
it.
we're gonna go for it. Oh,
Go
it's much
for
better
it.
now, yeah.
Good? Cheers?
Yep,
Cheers.
cheers.
You gotta
Oh
wait
my
for
goodness,
Robert.
Mmm.
Mm.
It's really good.
Wow.
That's fishy.
The anchovy? You don't like the fishiness?
Nah, it's fine. It was good.
I love it.
That crust is good.
That's really good. Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I would eat that over a normal pizza
Any day.
any day of the week.
Yeah.
I don't know why people
Wow.
would ever feel like they're missing out.
They shouldn't, because this is better than normal pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And you can obviously do any toppings you want. I've done, low carb barbecues, bacon pizzas, things like that.
This
Love
is
it.
really good.
This is my go-to though. Like fresh mozzarella, black olives, and pepperoni is usually my go-to.
I love this a lot.
All the sodium get you.
What do you think, babe? Pretty good?
Yeah, I think it's really good. I was telling him earlier that I feel like this is a perfect way for me to get in red meats because I can kind of be picky about my red meat, but I wouldn't even know I'm eating it.
Yeah.
Honestly. It's delicious.
How's the thickness of the crust? Does it flop over or anything, or is it pretty stiff? Yeah, it's good.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah. Obviously, the
Wow.
longer you bake it, the more it'll get harder, like a more of a like a crust, actual crust.
Crispy.
And the less you bake it, the more flop it'll have.
Yeah, these look like crispy on the outside
Yeah.
here for sure.
Yeah, that looks like a really good piece.
But I'm digging it. This is going to be on the KetoSavage.com website.
Yep.
And it'll be in the recipe section because it's made the cut. It's past the cut.
Yeah, so
It's
good.
very good. I'm going to keep going in. So, where can people find you if they want to follow you?
I am Space T White on Instagram. That's where you can find me.
Mm.
And Trevor White on YouTube.
He knows how to make a mean pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Pizza
So
pizza.
good.
Until next time, y'all. Much love.
See
Take
you
care,
guys.
Toodaloo.